How you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. The ham is back. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Enoch shirt. Look at it. It's a big old shirt. Because I'm a big old dude. But who the hell are Enochs? Enochs are a band of the metal variety out of New Jersey, who I became familiar with in either 2022 or 2023. And really dug their stuff, like was just immediately captivated by what I heard. I ended up picking up their album. That basically ended up becoming like my album of that year. I listened to the damn thing on repeat over and over again. Really, really great stuff. I like these guys a lot. I was fortunate enough I got to see them perform live a couple years ago now. Really loved their show. Got to hang out with them a little bit after their set. They were really nice guys. And yeah, man, I think they're a great band. I like them so much, I actually got some videos of their performance that I attended. Those videos are on the channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? The ham is back, eh? So yeah, I wasn't intending on this being my review. I was just going to Arby's to get some lunch, quite frankly. But, boom! That wasn't a great boom. Look, it's special. Special. We're all special in our own special ways, except for those of us who aren't. But yeah, what the hell is this? This is their... Let's open it up. Boom! It's their ham and Swiss melt. So I didn't realize that Arby's had discontinued their ham, because I don't think I ever got their ham, with the exception of like maybe one of their sliders, maybe. Ham. But yeah, apparently they're starting to kind of, bring it back a little bit in some of their locations. I don't know if it's available in all of them yet, or how they're doing that. Because I know that one spot I was going by, like maybe over a month ago, I saw like the stuff, like all the displays and everything. The ham is back. But the one by me, I never saw anything. And so when I went out today, I was just grabbing lunch, but then I saw that they had the ham menu. So, sure, let's get a thing for the thing here. It's not the most impressive looking sandwich, is it? But let's try to, we'll go, let's give it a go. I like a ham and Swiss. I mean, that's a ham and Swiss. No frills, no muss. I do like they kind of toasted the buns a little bit. That's nice. Gives a little something. I wish they properly toast it, so you get like a little bit of a crunch to it. But yeah, I mean, I'll say this, I'd like a little bit more Swiss, personally. Like, I'm not even the biggest Swiss cheese guy in the world, but, especially if you melt it, I think it works really nice. I've certainly made some ham and Swiss melts myself in my my younger days. But sometimes I'd be at home, and that would be the lunch meat we would have, and my dad likes Swiss cheese, so I was like, fuck it. I mean, the good and the bad of something like a ham and Swiss is the simplicity of it. There's nowhere to hide. But if you do it right, it's a beautiful thing. This is an okay. I've certainly made better versions myself, but Part of that, I think, is, just, again, just being able to manipulate, the quantities and stuff like that. Because my biggest point of contention with this is it needs more cheese. Because if you're talking about a melt, I want ooey gooey cheese, I don't want it to completely outshine the ham, but it should be an integral part, whereas here I feel like it's merely a slight accent. The ham itself tastes okay. It's not like super amazing ham, like me personally, I'm like more of a honey ham person, just saying. But it's not bad ham. Like, it's perfectly fine. If I'm looking at this from like a tier structure, right? Let's say like proper deli version of this, right? That's way up here. Then maybe below that, you got like one that you made yourself. Then like way on the bottom, you got like the one that you would get from the cafeteria back in middle school. This, it's well above the cafeteria version for sure. But I would say it's just below one that you make yourself because, again, although, I mean, credit where it's due, when I made it myself, I wasn't going to toast the bun because I couldn't be fucked. But I was definitely going to go over there, use some ham that was, again, more to my personal preference, and I was going to layer it up with that cheese. This, for what it is, it's perfectly fine. I don't think it's particularly impressive. I don't think it's doing anything that's going out of its way to inspire me to get more ham from Arby's, but it's not bad. But again, I do think there's things that they could do to make it better, personally, especially if you're re-debuting it. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? On occasion, and sure. Here's my look at it. Again, it's a ham and cheese sandwich, fundamentally. And again, I do think that I could probably make one that I have a greater preference for, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. Again, the ham tastes pretty decent for what it is. It doesn't taste like a shit ham sandwich. But again, I do think there's things that they could do to make it better. Little tweaks that I think would, give it a little extra oomph. Again, especially with a re-debut, I'm just saying. This is one of those things where it would never be a go-to item for me from Arby's, but I could see getting it on occasion as like a side thing. Like usually if I go to Arby's, I'll get a couple sandwiches, and then maybe a side and a drink. This would never be my first sandwich that I would choose, but it would occasionally be the Robin to whatever the Batman sandwich would be, right? And that's why, like, if I'm recommending it, kind of, like, I do feel like, again, if they're going to go over there and they're going to re-debut it, it's going to be a thing. I think that's great. I think it's great to have ham as an option. Ham is tasty. But I do think that they could have gone over there and done a little bit more to razzle-dazzle. But even as it is, it's not bad. I just don't know if it's worth investing in beyond, strictly for a convenience factor. Because again, you could make this very easily and probably come up with something that works better for you. And it would probably cost less, per sandwich. So, but again, if you're there, if it seems appealing to you, it's not bad. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly ham sandwich-tastic rest of your life. Because again, ham is good, man. It's, a little bit underrated. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But, well, you do if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, It's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal take on the humble ham and cheese? Is it something you're down with? Something, maybe you're a little bit more here or there on? Like I said, man, I mean, it's not a regular go-to for me, but fuck, man, ham and cheese is good. I'm more of a roast beef guy personally, but ham is still really good. But let me know what your personal thoughts are. Anyway,